Welcome to Equans Voices, the podcast by Equans. At Equans, we design and deliver solutions that support our clients' energy, industrial, and digital transitions. In this first series, part of our Break the Code initiative, we meet women working across industrial and engineering roles. Through their stories, we explore a simple conviction: we cannot build the future without women. So I am now sitting with Marion. Nice to meet you, Marion. Welcome to Paris. How are you doing?
Thank you. Very well. It's a nice day being in Paris.
I know. It's beautiful. You're so lucky.
I'm really lucky today.
Yeah. Did you do something before you came in?
Actually, I cycled through the whole town because I'm Dutch.
Exactly. This is brilliant. This is wonderful.
We do everything by bike.
I know. And this is the best way to live, I think, in general. It's good for your health and it's better for the environment, which is perfectly in line with, Equans as a company, let's just say.
Exactly. And you can see the whole town above the ground instead of underneath.
Exactly. So, Marion, you lead 120 million business with over 350 employees, and you're responsible for operational services, maintenance, and projects. So, I want to start off by, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your role today at Equans?
Yes, of course. So, Marion van der Put, running a part of Western Netherlands in the commercial real estate side of the business. And I'm working together, of course, with a lot of peers. So we're doing this together as a team effort. And I started with Equans 2.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Was the first technical operational director in the management team. So
congratulations.
That was quite surprising.
Yeah, congratulations. I don't know if it's surprising, but it's worthy of congratulations.
Thank you so much. And of course, we already had some females in there, but it's usually HR or legal. So I think it was nice to put some technical knowledge inside of there as well. And it's nice. It created a mix. It always creates a mix, of course. So we're doing really well.
And it's great also for representation and for people to kind of look up to other people that look like them. It's always great.
It's good to have a role model there.
Exactly. Role models are so important.
Yeah.
And can you kind of run us through what a regional director actually does on a day-to-day basis?
Well, it's a lot of phone calls.
Yeah.
It's a lot of meetings, of course. And it's keeping everyone up to date with the latest information. Where do we go? What do we want to become? Which kind of clients do we approach? And of course, what we do is one side is the commercial aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Do we have enough leads? Do we have enough projects? Enough work for all the people we have? And the other side is the operational side of the business. Do we supply our technicians with the correct tools, with the correct vehicles, with everything which is necessary for them to do their job right? And everything in between, that's where I coordinate during the day, together, of course, with a team of really good professionals.
And what kind of decisions and responsibilities sit with you?
Well, one of the tasks, we make a lot of offers to our clients. And Equans is doing very well commercially as well. So what I do is take a really good look at the risk, for example, we add into a project. Mm-hmm. Is it being mitigated enough? Do we add the right risk fee to a project? Or do we really need to get it out and arrange that the risk is completely mitigated?
Yeah.
And at what price do we offer the offer we send out? So that's one of the jobs we do, and keep everyone up to their toes, so to say. Yeah.
What would you say excites you the most about your current responsibilities, about your current role?
What I really like to do is get the energy into the team. Mm-hmm. So always celebrate your successes. Yeah. When we have a new client or when we win a tender, when we get a new contract in place, I always like to be very proud of that, together with the team, together with the people who did that. Mm-hmm. And so that's important. Celebrate your successes.
Very important. Very important. Absolutely agreed. I want to kind of look back to your career before you joined Equans and then after when you started at Equans. So how would you describe the journey that led you to where you are today?
It's been challenging. Mm-hmm. I graduated in the year 2000. Mm-hmm. And it was a year when there were not many women.
I can imagine, yeah.
Coming out from the technical schools. So I used to learn at the start of my career, I used to learn how to stand my ground in the technical world. And as a woman, you always have to be secured sure that you're telling the right story.
Absolutely.
That you know what you're talking about. You have to be prepared better. So it was hard work. But if you want to do that and you want to be successful, then you can achieve anything. And I joined several companies working in real estate and later on in the installation companies. So I have a very wide background. And at the age of 30, I started into management. And that's when I grew, stepping into director roles. First as a commercial director and now as an operational director.
And as an operational director, as you were saying, you still have commercial responsibilities.
Yes.
It's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
I know that you started in engineering and project management. What attracted you to that world at the very beginning?
I started working internationally, and that's something I really enjoy. Mixing cultures, understanding cultures, and projects they have a starting point and they have an end. Yeah. And that makes it very clear what to do in which phase of the project. And of course, I have a real passion for technology and engineering. So I always like to be busy working on technical equipment or large technical assets. And that's how I followed my journey.
That makes sense. And did you always imagine yourself in leadership positions, or was there kind of a switch that went off at some point in your career?
No, it's a funny story. My father has a postcard, which I wrote down when I was 12.
Oh, that is very cute.
And on it were 3 things. It said, when I'm big, I want to be a manager. And I want to make a lot of money.
Wow.
And I want to have a Ferrari Testarossa.
A Testarossa, not another one, just this one.
That one.
Yeah.
I still don't have that.
I was going to ask you about the Testarossa. You're almost there. I know you're almost there.
It's still there.
Yeah, okay.
On the wishing list.
This one hasn't been ticked, but the other 2.
Yeah.
So since you were really young, you're like, I know what I want to do and I know my worth. And and what color for the Testarossa?
Red.
Of course. What other color? So your career includes roles across real estate, project delivery, international operations. Can you tell us a bit more about how you made all those transitions happen?
Well, I think I still have an ambition to grow somewhere. And I'm always looking for a challenge. So every time I take a next step, I'm already thinking, okay, what's behind that step?
This, yeah.
Why did I switch in certain jobs? I think it's got a red wire through everything I did. It's always engineering, it's always projects, it's always technology. And most of the times I've got a large network because I work as a commercial freak, so I know a lot of people. And when you're good at your job, you can use your network to help you finding that next step. And that's always what I'm advising everyone. Build your network, have good relations, and then you can do anything you want.
That is very true. Would you say that there was a moment where you realized that you wanted to lead organizations and not just projects? Was there a particular shift in there?
Yes. You always need that one manager which will really think you're capable of becoming a manager. With me, that was at the age of 30. So I got offered the opportunity to become a manager of a large team. Before that, I was a portfolio manager, managing real estate. And I thought, okay, let's make this switch, because if I want to tick that box of becoming a manager...
Let's go back to the postcard. Very important.
I need to take that step.
Yeah.
And it's quite scary.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to help a lot of people. I had a team of 30 people then. But I took the step because someone relied on me and someone trusted me to do that. And I really enjoyed that moment, because from that moment on, I thought, okay, I really like helping people, facilitating people's circumstances. And from that point, I grew.
Yeah, and maybe give back what has been given to you and try to help people the way you've been helped. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How would you qualify how important this moment was in your career when this one person, I believe it was a female manager, took a chance on you? How would you rate the importance in your career of that moment?
I think it's essential. And it's something I do a lot as well, because she was my example, my role model in this. So if I wouldn't have had her, I wouldn't have had the opportunity. And maybe it would have taken me another 5 to 10 years to take that step. And I believe that when we have strong men and women who have a good ambition to become a manager, we should believe them and trust in them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we have people saying, well, that person is not old enough.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
But
like age age is not has absolutely no effect on whether somebody can become a good manager or not.
If someone is really passionate about it, wants to try it, believes in himself or herself, then we should give them the opportunity.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's essential in everyone's career path.
Absolutely. Did this person help you change the way you saw your own potential?
Well, I think I stepped up to her and told her one day I would like to become a manager. And then she said, why not tomorrow?
Oh, wow.
So maybe I thought I wasn't there yet.
There you go, yeah.
But she believed in me.
Yeah.
And she said, you could do it.
Yeah, let's just do it. Why do you
jump
think...
on the bus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why in 5 years or, I don't know, 2 years and not tomorrow? You have everything that you need. That is brilliant. And do you think we underestimate how powerful it can be when somebody decides to kind of take a bet on you and tell you how important and good at your job you are?
Yes. Yeah. And we still have people, or I have a lot of women lately, which I ask to step up and get a higher level in our business. And sometimes they say, yeah, but I don't know if I can do it. Mm-hmm. So I try to support them by saying, well, you got my back.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah, I got your back. I will help you. And I know that you're capable. And it's very important that you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think it's particularly in women, something that needs to be really reiterated, that they need to believe in themselves?
This is something women say all the time. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready yet. Yeah. I don't know if I'm schooled enough. I need to learn something extra. And then we need a manager who will say, you can do this. You're actually
right
ready. Now.
Yeah, I completely agree. So you've spent your entire career in a very technical and operational environment, and you said yourself that it hasn't always been easy, especially being a woman. So what has your experience been like? Can you give us a few examples?
Well, I know when I started my first job, I was 22 and I became an international project manager. It's quite ambitious.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is very ambitious. That is very good.
And I quite soon learned that in every culture, people look at a certain way at women in working in engineering. And I remember that in Germany, for example, they lean on strong hierarchy.
Yeah. Very hierarchical society.
Yes. And I remember that the first day I joined, I stepped into the office and I had a German colleague saying, could you show me your papers?
Your papers?
Yeah. Are you a true Master of Science?
Really? And your diplomas and things?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So that was the first time that I thought, why won't you believe me?
Yeah. What is it about me specifically that makes you not want to believe me?
Yeah. And that's when you wonder, do you ask the same questions to my male colleagues? Mm. And that was just one example. And the other one was when I had a job interview. I think I was at the age of 34. I already had 2 little children. And I got one question and they asked me, well, you're a mother, aren't you? I said, yes. But you want to work full time? I said, yes. What are you going to do with the children then?
Well, my husband is going to take care of them, isn't he?
I said, I'm going to sit them down on the pavement and hope they will be there still when I return from work. But that's a question, again, an example, which is crazy.
Yeah. Why? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why would it be my responsibility to be at home and take care of the children when I'm here in front of you? Obviously, it makes no sense. And did this experience change as you became more senior?
Yes, it changes. And it's also the knowledge that women, when they start, women don't have a lot of self-esteem when they are 20, and it grows during the years. And I believe men start with a really high self-esteem. And it has a crossing point, and that's at the age of 40.
That is a great theory. I'm going to reuse that one.
And I really believe that at the age of 40, you're just quite equal in
self-esteem, at least.
Yeah, understanding yourself, being confident with yourself. The older you get, the more stable you get, and the more respect you get.
Yeah.
And of course, at a certain age, you have earned your stripes.
Yeah.
And everything becomes more easy.
Yeah. And you said it yourself, when you start off, when you're a woman, very often you need to train twice as hard and prove yourself twice as much.
Exactly.
Just because there is a bit of a bias against you. Yeah. So I want to kind of talk through difficult moments that you may have had in your career and the resilience that maybe you gained through all those difficult moments. So you've said that your career hasn't always been easy. Has there been some specific challenges you have needed to overcome over the years of your career? Yeah,
I think that when I was at the age of 30, I joined a company which had a very traditional directors team. We had it was quite a large company, and we had 60 directors being in that team. And we had 58 men.
Oh, there you go.
and 2 women.
Yeah.
In the traditional real estate companies, people work there very long and grow into their director's role. So the average age, I believe, in the director's team or in the board was about 50, 55. I was 30 and my other female director was 30 as well.
Oh.
So we were just being there, energetic, wanting to change the world. Yeah. But we really felt we had to convince the traditional directors board of our new ideas. And it was quite a fight.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Have you suffered through the same kind of challenges ever since you arrived at Equans?
Well, actually not. The good thing I had was that I was above 40.
Yeah. Let's go back to the...
That was quite easy. Yeah. I know that Equans is accepting women and embracing them, actually. Although we still have a female network, because we need more women. We still have a ways
to go, that's for sure.
But it's being stimulated, and we are well aware. And I even believe that the last few people we took on in on the ExCom level, they're all female. So something is happening.
Exactly. Something is happening. It's moving in the right direction, which is always something very important.
Yeah.
Have you faced any challenges working, particularly in international environments? You said, for instance, in Germany, which is a very hierarchical kind of society. What other countries have you worked in?
I've worked for Americans.
Oh, yeah.
That's a culture you have to get used to.
Yes.
Because, in Europe, where if someone asks you how you're doing, you tend to tell your whole story.
You can be honest sometimes even. Not great.
And the Americans, they just say this and then walk away. So I had to get used to that. But I worked in the UK, I worked in Germany and in Scandinavia.
Oh, Scandinavia. That's very interesting.
And Scandinavia, actually, I look up to Scandinavia because that's such a modern culture and different way. People work there full time and then child support is being supported by the government. And it's just a different culture because if you go to the Netherlands, if you, as a woman, if you say you're going to work full time, people think you've lost it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can't do that.
Really? That's insane.
People will always ask you, are you working full time? Really?
Wow. Yeah. So brave of you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just...
and I've worked in the south of Europe and it's more relaxed.
Yes. So, which can be really
people
nice.
Enjoy life more.
But have you ever noticed any problems kind of juggling between your family life and your work life in general during your career?
Yes, especially when I was working internationally.
Yeah.
I have always been very ambitious. So I really enjoyed that. And one day my daughter came up to me and she said, "Mom, I really miss you during the weekdays."
Oh.
And that's when I decided I had to come back to the Netherlands.
Step back a bit.
Change my role.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's I don't think that's got anything to do with being a woman, being a man.
No. I
being
think
a parent.
Exactly. It's just being a parent. She
Yeah.
would probably have said the same thing to a man. That's just,
Exactly.
I miss my parents.
Yeah.
Which is, it's always sad. How old was she when she told you this?
8.
Oh, yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
that's when you go, okay, I'm going to make a big
have to
change.
listen. Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. So looking back, what helped you keep your sanity during all those moments, would you say?
Never giving up. Because, like I said, I'm always looking for that next step in life. And always focusing on progression, doing something new every day, learning every day. So I wouldn't sit down. And even when you get challenged, it's like running a match or a race. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep on going. And you will get there eventually. It just takes a bit of time.
You're a very driven person, which
Yeah.
is perfect, brilliant in your line of work. I know. I want to go back to your leadership philosophy a bit, because I think you have a very incredible career, and it's fascinating, at least for me as a working woman as well. So when you lead an organization with like hundreds of people like you do, what kind of culture would you try to build?
Culture of safety. And not just the physical safety, but also the psychological safety. I would like to have an open and transparent floor to work on. So people should be able to speak their minds and not being afraid to speak their minds. Of course, in a polite way. But when there's something wrong, you should be able to address it. And I prefer a workforce when there's no hierarchy.
Yeah, like a horizontal kind of organization of the workforce,
Everyone has their own responsibility. You should not be holding back to speak to a higher level manager or even the manager above that line. So, we shouldn't be machos running this world. We should be equal.
It's not about domination. It's a culture of trust.
Exactly.
That goes both ways.
Yeah.
That makes a very, very good point. So what would you say makes a good leader specifically in like technical industries?
Ooh, that's something we have to learn because
I'm sure,
we're still pretty old-fashioned. Pushing responsibility down. So don't try to micromanage.
Yeah.
And that's something we should try to avoid as much as we can. Because then the job gets fun for everyone.
Yeah.
If you take away responsibility, you just have to listen what you're being told.
Yeah.
And no one likes that.
Nobody.
No.
Yeah.
So that's something we really need to keep in mind and change.
Has there been any signs of trust that Equans sent you that mattered most in your progression ever since you started at the company?
Yeah, I think we're being asked to collaborate a lot with France as well, and being stimulated to push ourselves to the next level. I think that's really good. And what we're trying to do right now is getting into the change of working together, not just working on your own island, but try to find the synergy by working with another region or maybe even work with another country. And I'm really, positive in that change. I really like that because I come from a company which did that already.
Yeah.
And it will really help the company grow.
Yeah. Just making sure that all the cogs work together so that you have a well-oiled machine. Pretty
exactly.
much. And you mentioned at the very beginning that you were working with a lot of your peers. Does that mean other teams internally in South Netherlands, or does that mean like generally in other countries as well?
No, I think even if you look at it in the smallest detail, we still need to learn to collaborate on a small level and not just look at our own P&Ls, but also think about the wider success. If you like to share something, or if you give something which would be good for you, give it away to your colleague because he might profit more.
It could be more interesting for them, and
And that's something we need to, that's a mindset we need to change.
Absolutely. Again, collaborating and not dominating pretty much. Yeah. Do you look for anything specific when you're looking for future leaders?
Passion.
That makes sense.
If someone is smiling, telling me they really would like to have that job, he's already got an extra stripe in my book. Because I really like people who are energetic, passionate about things. And because I always say knowledge is something you can learn, but behavior, that sits within the person itself already.
Well, that's inside you, exactly. And do you know how Equans fosters those qualities that you're looking for? Have you noticed that they do?
Yes, especially, of course, the responsibility part.
Yes.
I like to hire people who have got some kind of entrepreneurship inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I get there, but I'm going to get there. And that's something Equans really wants to thrive. Yeah.
That is great to hear. That is great to hear. I want to get on to how you can help other women succeed. And I'm asking this for myself as well, obviously, because I kind of want your advice. So you've said that one of the reasons why you want to help women reach their career goals is because the path can be difficult and you've experienced it. So can you tell us a bit more about why this is so important for you?
I believe in equality, and I also believe in bringing the best out of everything. And if you mix cultures, if you mix age, if you mix men and women, you will get such a better outcome. Mm-hmm. So I stimulate, of course, and I stimulate women because I know how hard it is to get there. So I help a lot of women. I train on schools. I'm a mentor and a coach for a lot of women within the company. Mm-hmm. What was the question exactly again?
Just wanted to know how important this was for you and why exactly this was so important for you, but you pretty much already answered.
So I think because I went on that path,
exactly.
I know how hard it is. That's why I really want to help.
And can you tell me a bit more about this mentorship program that you're part of at Equans?
Yeah.
Just in detail.
Yeah. We have in the Netherlands, we have a mentorship, a mentee-mentor program. Mm-hmm. And of course, that's not just women, that's also a lot of men. We stimulate, we've got the Young Talent program and we've got the In Business program. Young Talent program is for the young professionals who started a company and would like to become a manager. And then we've got the In Business program, and that's for the age 30 and up, to become more at senior level management. I volunteered to become a mentor in that program to help people reach their goals, to grow inside our company. And that's very important.
It is very important. And you mentioned that you also do this outside of Equans.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit more about this?
I'm in a female network. Mm-hmm. It's called a Roundtable for Top Women.
Wow, and that's a great name.
And we've got the
Top Women. I'm like, yes.
We've got I think the top 100 companies in the Netherlands. So large companies such as Shell, KPMG, Ernst & Young, those kind of companies. Yeah. We all joined with female board members or female directors. Mm-hmm. And we introduced the Mentor for Leadership program, which is just women. Mm. So from every company, we invite one woman to join the program, and they get mixed. So last year I coached a lady from Shell who was age 30. Most of the women are age 30, and on that crossroad of becoming a mother,
a manager.
Exactly. Everything at once. Yeah. And how do I manage my life? And that's the main question of these women.
That is
we
brilliant.
support them in that.
That is, absolutely, absolutely. And it's so much needed. As you were saying earlier, for me, role models are kind of such an important part of growing in your career. You need to look up to someone at some point, and you need to be able to keep your eye on this person or these people. Sometimes it's not just one person. You need to keep your eye on those people and make sure that, okay, what would they say? And if I don't know what they would say, can I ask them the question? Because I really value their input in general. So definitely agree. Do you think... I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but do you think there are still barriers to women in technical environments, in technical careers?
Yeah, it can be quite scary as well. Yeah, we had the network, the Dutch Lady Network. We had that the other day, and we had a story of women not feeling safe because of some kind of approach of their male colleague. Oh yeah, and there are still different rules. There's not always suitable clothing for women. Oh, especially working on the working floor. Yeah. I mean, having too large coats or not having their own toilet on a project. So it's still, and some women just are a bit scared of joining that. So that's something we try to work on every day. Mm-hmm. We now introduced our female clothing line.
I was going to ask you about this because was the problem just that the clothing was made specifically for male anatomy and not suited to like female anatomy? Yeah, which can be dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not comfortable. Yeah, because we're just built differently.
Yeah. I never thought about this, but that makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. It's like, well, this is never going to happen, so we don't need it. Well, actually, guess what?
Yeah.
What would you say could make the environment more inclusive in practice? And have you experienced any of that at Equans in particular?
What's very important for especially also for managers to understand problems which females could be facing on the work floor and have a discussion about that. And of course, if we have more female managers as well, the women will know where to go. Yeah. And they can always talk to another female manager instead of maybe their own manager, which they think is a bit awkward to talk about certain topics.
Yeah.
If we have a better balance, that would be a real good thing. I think in Equans, yes, there's a place for that. And we're really trying to grow the amount of women in the business. But we also see that it's quite hard to keep them on board.
Yeah. Why do you think so?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's what we're trying to look at right now as well. What's happening that they are leaving again? And like I said, we should push down the circumstances in which women do not feel safe.
Yeah.
And we should also understand that. So no more nasty jokes about women.
Oh, yeah.
No more gossiping about women. We are even introducing the knowledge at managers that women have another path in life than men have. We get babies.
We get pregnant.
Those kind of things.
Exactly. That's a big difference. We actually do get pregnant.
And we go into menopause and all those things. How does that work? And understanding that in the business then women will get accepted easier. Yeah. And it's just a transition we're in right now.
Exactly. So, I think we're just in a transition period where it's gotten way better. We still have work to do, but it's still gotten better. And at some point when it does kind of balance itself out, it's going to be great. Yeah. Generally speaking. So I want to kind of end the podcast, or at least this particular session, on any advice that you might have for women, men, future generations, everybody in between, pretty much. So let's just say if a young woman today were interested in a technical career but felt intimidated for multiple reasons, but just because in general it might sound like, oh, I don't know how to behave. I'm afraid that I'm not going to feel accepted. I'm afraid that I'm going to feel out of place. What would you say to her to kind of reassure her?
I would always say believe in yourself and try to find something which will make you happy. And if you really are ambitious and you would really like to reach that goal you have, keep on going. And what I would also like to advise is find a role model, find a friend, find a neighbor who has gone on that path already and what did they experience and learn from older women. And find a coach. You can even find that in business somewhere else.
Find a mentor somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you need a mentor and you need someone who believes in you, who supports you. Keep continuing and keep smiling.
Yeah. And networking as well, as you mentioned. Network is
really
super important. Yeah, I know. Would you give your younger self any advice?
Well, I would say exactly the same as I just mentioned to the other girls. Keep smiling, keep going, and you will get there.
You'll get there.
Never give up.
Yeah. Just look what you're going to be in a few years' time. It's going to be it's going to be so great. Do you know, or do you think there are any opportunities that exist today that didn't exist back when you started? For women, I mean.
Good question. I think the opportunities already existed. We just had to be handed them.
Yeah.
Even now still, I mean, men are getting more possibilities to stay home with the children. As long as we continue doing that, the opportunities for women will even grow. So I haven't seen really new opportunities. I've just seen them change.
Yeah. And maybe it's easier to actually grab them for yourselves instead of them being handed to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. What makes you proud in your day-to-day work at Equans, would you say?
Ooh, what makes me really proud is when I go to the locations themselves where the men are working and the women. I really like to walk around with them when they talk about their job, when they talk about their customer, they talk about the technology. It makes me proud because I think, wow, you're working with us. So I love these people. And I love their passion about their work. And that's what we rely on every day.
Oh, yeah. that is, the heartbeat of the nation.
Exactly.
And do you have any idea of how your profession is going to evolve in the future?
Yeah. Well, AI will certainly have an influence.
Always, yes. Yeah.
How my role will evolve, I think it's down to stepping away from the hierarchic leadership, becoming more a servant leadership, introducing that style where I'm facilitating my people to do the right thing, and people get more ownership, which will enable them to become that entrepreneur, which will stimulate the work getting more successful.
Last question. What would be the next steps for you professionally? Where do you see yourself in the next few years? Are you hoping to get more responsibility, cover a bigger territory, or maybe, I don't know, change the type of buildings that you're working on, or I don't know, anything like this?
If I have an opportunity, I would really work on a higher strategical level. That would be a real challenge for me. And working internationally still creates a spark.
Yeah, I understand. I'm the same. Well, thank you so much for your time, Marion. It was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day in Paris. And thank you. This is the end of this session.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You've been listening to Equans Voices, a podcast by Equans. To find more about Equans, you can visit our website at www.equans.com. Thank you very much.